right, happy Wednesday and welcome back to another money morning routine. Today, here's what I'm working on. I had no spending, no cash spending, no checking account spending. So I spent my time doing some other things. The first thing is I got updated with my September month in my yearly spending overview. Now you can find this spread in the very beginning of your budget by paycheck workbook. Now, I come back to this time and time again because it really helps me plan and prepare for the new year. So I'm talking about 2025. Here's why this is helpful. It allows you to see trends, your spending trends in a yearly long-term form rather than month to month. So you can say, okay, when do I spend the most money on my fun and entertainment category of my budget? So if you go to fun and entertainment and you go across and you can say, okay, April, it was a little bit higher. May, I had that vacation, and you're going over $249. All right, kind of higher there. $251 in September. So on average, I would say it's around, I would put it at about $200 with the exception of the months that I have vacation. I do know that during some of the summer months, it does get a little more expensive just because we're doing a lot more outdoor activities. Here's another thing. Okay, does maybe my gas expenses increase or decrease during specific times of year? This helps you prepare in budget because you're able to tweak your budget based on either month or seasonally. That's right, your spending habits and amounts can change based on season. So not just on event. So I like going over this. Like I just filled in my September area and I was looking through, I'm like, okay, a big one that I've been looking at recently is my household category. I spend anywhere between, $1,200 to $1,300 with the exception of April when my property taxes are due. And then in February, it looks like for my insurance, I pay my house insurance in February. So I was looking, it's like, okay, so $1,450 in May, essentially I don't have to worry about my utilities fluctuating because I'm on comfort level billing, but I'm just going through, okay, pets. Look at pets. You can see pets really decreasing. I spent $752 in June. I think that's because I got them groomed that month. But I ended up tweaking. We lost the kitties this year, and so because we don't buy cat litter or that expensive cat food, they're both diabetic. So I'm just going through. Just if you fill out this, I highly recommend that you do look at those trends, prepare yourself, be aware, have that decision-making awareness to make your budget better in the future in the new year. Now, the next thing I was working on was prepping. I want to start prepping my new workbook for the new year. Now, I was going through, don't mind the colors, they don't mean anything much anymore, but I was just going through. The yellow ones are the ones I'm thinking about tracking, and this is my new workbook. This is the brand new Budget by Paycheck workbook. I just put on a new color. A cover. You can buy different covers. You can see your covers come off now. These are the newly enforced covers. They're amazing, but I'm just using our black theme. I'm going to do that starting in the new year. But what I wanted to do is fill out the savings goals that I want to be tracking in the new year. Another big one that I wanted to start filling out is my membership and subscription reminder worksheet. What are the things that I'm paying yearly or quarterly as far as memberships or subscriptions that I need to remind myself to have in my budget and to put on my budget calendar? Now, if we go to my old workbook that I am using, you can see, now some of these have changed for me. So these are all of my currently right now, minus the Chickens magazine. I got rid of that one. But these are my membership and subscription reminders that I put on my budget calendars. I go back to this page before filling out my budget calendar saying, okay, which ones do I have to figure out this month to include in my budget? So I want to get those added into my new workbook. So that's another thing. You can see I've already started getting the stickers on my tabs. I only got it to March, so I need to finish doing the rest of those. Yeah, and then, I could actually start prepping my calendars as well. So I'm just looking at in the new year, starting to figure out how I can prep and prepare. Remember, the more that we can do now, the less we have to do later. So anytime I'm not updating my spending or I feel like anything to do with my finances, I do. And these are the things that I work on those days where I'm just maintaining a realistic budget. And that is my money morning routine.